Well, hello everybody, and have done so many, I have seen videos in YouTube, alright. This is the kind of understanding that I think vandalizing factories from another country and us losing jobs, I mean the US, by the way, there's like some free trade agreements that I couldn't agree with. For example, this is telling me, or I'm speaking to a vlogger one time that, alright, that's you, I think. RandomYoko, yes, that's you. Long time. See your Facebook page, blog. Wanna vote for Prime Minister? Okay, I know there's problems in both countries. We losing jobs. Well, the thing back in 1993, when they have started the North American Free Trade Agreement, is supposed to be creating more jobs in the United States. Free trade with Canada and Mexico. Then after that, and then we thought, look at our jobs. They all went to Mexico. American companies only dedicated and only for their profits. So this is why after NAFTA, for all these years, jobs went to Mexico. American manufacturing all went to Mexico and also to Canada. As it is FMC, or you know as the Ford Motor Company. The company makes a really cool car called the Mustang. Has made of a luxury brand called Lincoln. It's called a town car. Guess where they're moving? Jobs are lost in Woodson, Michigan. It's all sent to Canada. Why? Because they just care for the profit and they want to make it wherever they make it. So this is why I'm sick and tired of companies outsourcing jobs away from the United States. And then now you have troubles with China. God, we have a trade deficit with China that is, what could we produce? What we could send? You know, there's only solution is, you know, you have these companies, and this is what it is, Japanese companies in the US trying to invest, you know, thanks to these auto companies, and thanks to one of these companies that like that brings jobs to the US. Well, US based auto manufacturers are sent to jobs to Canada and to Mexico mostly for profit, for bigger profit, and you know, that's it. And besides the China thing, you know, I don't know, because even every little single thing that I see for quite obviously, and then with NAFTA, you know, there's a combination lock master make locks. Sending this combination lock. I saw one at the store. There's some made in the US, but there's one that are like look like this, assembled in Mexico. So what the heck? Well, I think this kind of free trade agreement doesn't work. Now you have free trade agreement with South Korea, and then there is possibility of them trying to take out another company, and then what we're gonna do? We ain't gonna make nothing. They're gonna invest one of their like there's a V-Rod knockoff from Harley Davidson that is made in Korea, and then their brand is gonna invest, and they tell, oh yeah, they make the worst. America makes the worst, and they make the best, and then they come off their minds, and then they'll take off money out of that, and they put Milwaukee out of bankruptcy. They make Milwaukee bankrupt. Then what I have to tell you to do is what I could tell you is that we need a solution, and then there's only one solution. Even if American companies could go to Japan, like Intel making chips in Japan, or the Ford Motor Company making the first supercar, a Thunderbird like a supercar, to be the Bugatti Veyron killer at a Corvette price. I don't know what you do, Mrs. Random, or Miss Random Yoko, that I'm telling you. Is like, you have to see that interesting in that Abe, Shinzo Abe guy is a prime minister. Well, I think he could fix the problems, and you know what he could do. It will invest for our companies, like say to invest more of our companies, giving jobs to Japan, or like stuff like that. I don't know if Apple could do that, but also a free trade with the United States, Japan free trade agreement. And if you don't heard of JAFTA, and this is what it is. The only thing I want is for these companies that have this dispute over a stupid island, over the stupidity of an island called Senkaku between China and Japan, and then they want to freaking deny it. I think these companies have to get out of China and invest right here in the US. And with the Japan Free Trade Agreement, what I called JAFTA, companies like Sharp, Sony, and Panasonic, and all these Japanese-based companies comes to the US, give jobs to us, and then we could assemble cameras, like TVs, stuff like that, and we can make other stuff too. There's other Japanese companies that they could open factories in the US, and to invest more in the US to like simple things that we could do, and then ship them off to Japan. That's what the JAFTA is. But it's like what I wanted to do, that JAFTA could bring us more jobs, and then this is what it is. And the president have said about, I don't know who you're gonna vote for prime minister, but I think you want to choose Abe. But for the president and Abe could do this investment in high-speed rail using technology from Japan, building the trains here. When we build the trains here, we have high-speed rail, high-speed trains, and then it will be a very prosperous for this country, as long as we do both U.S. and Japanese companies working on both sides. Japan making stuff for the U.S. and us making more stuff for Japan. Shipping, exporting American products. More likely exporting more American products to Japan than us getting stuff from you guys. So this will go to Random Yoko. So the only solution to this problem is for Japanese companies to get out of China, give us jobs, in all areas, give us jobs, create jobs in America, and American companies will compete in Japan, even for cars. What the unions have to do is tougher on unions, and let's say reopen the Wixom assembly plant, because I could tell you, if FMC could reopen Wixom, and then we could know that there's a car called the Crown Victoria that makes it's have the same design as the town car, being shipped to Japan, and from the Wixom factory, and that could create more jobs for us shipping our cars. And then with the requirements of tougher union laws and expectations what they need to export to Japan, and then that's for American companies and for Japanese companies to come over here, get out of China, and we have no problem with it. World War II, Pearl Harbor, that's the past, but we ain't gonna over it because this country knows what they're doing, and we could treat our ally like friends, friends that, hey buddy, what's up? I think what it is the only solution for this mess is to, I'll vote for the president, you vote for your prime minister, Miss RandomYoko, and I'll see that I only care is that I wish I could, I couldn't find work, but I wish that this country to improve itself and to be very prosperous is to build more jobs here. And with the Japan Free Trade Agreement, U.S. companies could focus and make products here, not just focusing in the United States, but also ship products to Japan with the Made in the USA label, even including Japanese flags with the Made in the USA label, and also create jobs in Japan for American companies and Japanese companies creating jobs here to also see an advantages of, let's see what other deals. American companies could give better deals in Japan for selling stuff, and Japanese companies could come here and open up and give American work. So that's the only solution. Abby and could be, I know who I'm voting for, could be Obama or Romney, talking about the Japan Free Trade Agreement and the high-speed train development over here in the US using your country's technology, and that will fix the problem. See you later.